Brothers and sisters, this is continuing Psalms 119. We stopped at 82. So to recap, to be comforted is by the scriptures. For I am become like a bottle in the smoke, yet do I not forget thy statutes. How many are the days of thy servant, when thou wilt execute judgment on them that persecute me? The proud have digged pits for me, which are not after thy law. All thy commandments are faithful. They persecute me wrongfully. Help thou me. Thou hast almost consumed me upon earth, for I forsook not thy precepts. Quicken me after thy loving kindness, so shall I keep the testimony of my mouth. Now it says right here, lamed, or lamad, in the ancient Hebrew. 89. Forever, O Lord, thy word is settled in heaven. Thy faithfulness is unto all generations. Thou hast established the earth, and it abideth. They continue this day according to thine ordinances, for all are thy servants. Unless thy law have been my delights, I should have perished in my affliction. I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. I am thine, save me, for I have sought thy precepts. The wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I will consider thy testimonies. I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandments is exceedingly broad. So to get protected from the Most High, to get shielded from the Most High, not a simple, to get shielded and protected from the Most High, you got to keep the Most High's commandments. It says right here, Mem, in modern Hebrew. 97. Oh, how I love thy law. It is my meditation all the day. Though my commandments have made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever before me. So through these commandments we get wisdom. We become wiser than even our enemies. All right? So it's very important that we keep the commandments. It says, I have considered, 99, I have more understanding than all my teachers, for by testimonies of my meditation. So we're supposed to meditate on these laws, commandments, statutes, testimonies, judgments, and to make you wiser than your enemies. I understand more than the ancients, because I have kept thy precepts. So because we keep these precepts, sometimes you become wiser even than the person that taught you. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy word. I have not departed from thy judgments, for thou hast taught me. So you keep away from evil by keeping what's in this word. How sweet are thy words unto my taste, yea, sweeter than honey to my mouth. Through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. So through the precepts of these scriptures, through the Bible, we're going to hate every false way. So there's nothing wrong with hating, but you hate wickedness, you hate evil. It says right here, none. This is all modern Hebrew. This is the ancient Hebrew that our forefathers spoke. This is the Hebrew that they speak today, and it's listed in Psalms 119. 105, thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. So this word is a lamp and a light unto thy path. I have sworn and I will perform it, that I will keep thy righteous judgments. I am afflicted very much. Quicken me, O Lord, according unto thy word. 108. Except I beseech thee the freewill offerings of my mouth, O Lord, and teach me thy judgments. My soul is continually in my hand, yet do I not forget thy law. So we're not supposed to forget these laws. The wicked have laid a snare for me, yet I have erred not from thy precepts. Thy testimonies have I taken as a heritage forever, for they are rejoicing of my heart. I have inclined my ear to perform thy statutes always, even unto the end. Now we go on to the next Hebrew character, Semech. Psalms 119 and 113. I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. So what is vain thoughts? Lying thoughts, deceiving thoughts. So we're supposed to love these laws, not hate these laws. Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. So the shield is the Most High. The shield is this word. That's the shield of David. Why it tells you right here. 115. Depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. So we're to tell the evil people, the evildoers, look, get away from me, because I'm going to keep these commandments. That's what I'm going to do. That's what David was saying. Uphold me according unto thy word, that I may live. And let me not be ashamed of my hope. Hold thou me up, and I shall be safe, and I will respect unto thy statutes continually. Thou hast trodden down all them that err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth. This is Psalm 119 and 119. Therefore, I love thy testimonies. My flesh trembles for fear of thee, and I'm afraid of thy judgment. So we're supposed to be afraid of the Most High's judgment, not just out here sinning and doing what we want to do. The next Hebrew character is Ain, A-I-N, 121. I have done judgment and justice. Leave me not to mine oppressors. Be surely for thy servant for good. Let not the proud oppress me. Mine eyes shall fail for thy salvation, in the word of thy righteousness. Deal with thy servant according to thy mercy, and teach me thy statutes. I am thy servant, give me understanding that I may know thy testimonies. It is time for thee, O Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law. So you got people now that's making void the law. Paul said, make void the law through faith. We're not supposed to void this law. We're supposed to keep this law, this Torah. All right? Wherefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. So we're supposed to love the commandments more than gold. You're worried about getting a gold chain, gold watch, instead of loving these commandments. Though I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way. So once again, we can hate every false way. All right? The next one, it says P.E. 129. 119 and 129. Thy testimonies are wonderful, therefore do my soul keep them. The entrance of thy words giveth light. It giveth understanding unto the simple. So what gives you understanding is these commandments. I opened my mouth and panted, for I long for thy commandments. Look thou upon me and be merciful unto me, as thou used to do those things that love thy name. Order my steps in the word, and let not iniquity have a dominion over me. So how do we get our steps ordered? By the keeping of the commandments. If you want the Most High to answer your prayers, and the Most High to bless you, you to keep his commandments. Deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant, and teach me thy statutes. Rivers of water running down my eyes, because they have kept thy law, not thy law. So the next one is Tazadi. Psalms 119 and 131. Righteous are they, O Lord, art thou, O Lord, and upright are thy judgments. Thy testimonies thou have commanded are righteous and very fearful, and very faithful. My zeal have consumed me because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Thy word is very pure. So the scriptures is pure. We don't need another Gentile white man's book to prove what these scriptures say. All right? Therefore thy servant loveth it. I am small and despised, yet do I not forget thy precepts. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness. So the righteousness, the Most High's righteousness is always righteousness, and the law is the truth. So this is the truth. The truth is the law. You want to know what's the truth? The truth is the law. Trouble and anguish have taken hold of me, yet thy commandments are my delights. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. We're supposed to pray to the Most High to give us understanding. The next word is kof in the modern Hebrew. K-O-P-H. 119 and 4 and 45. I cry with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord, I will keep thy statutes. I cried unto thee, save me, and I will keep thy testimonies. I prevented the dawning of the morning, and cried, I hoped in thy word. Mine eyes prevent the night watches, that I may meditate in thy word. Hear my voice according unto thy loving kindness. O Lord, quicken me according to thy judgment. They draw nigh that followeth after mischief, that are far from the law. So when you don't keep the law, you get into mischief. The law keeps you away from mischief. Thou art near, O Lord, and thy commandments are truth. So the law is the truth and the commandments are truth. Concerning thy testimony I have known of old. Thou hast founded them forever. So these laws, these commandments, these judgments, testimonies, precepts, forever. The next modern Hebrew word is resh. Psalms 119, 153. Consider mine affliction and deliver me, for I do not forget thy law. Plead my cause and deliver me, quicken me according to thy word. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not thy statutes. So the wicked, salvation is far from them. Why? Because they don't keep the statutes. Great are thy tender mercies, O Lord, quicken me according to thy judgments. Many are my persecutors and mine enemies, yet do I not decline from thy testimonies. I beheld the transgression of transgressors and was grieved, because they kept not thy word. Consider, O how I love thy precepts. Quicken me, O Lord, according to thy loving kindness. The beginning, thy word is true for the beginning, and every one of thy righteous judgments endureth forever. The next part is the Hebrew word shin, Chin. This is a modern Hebrew. Psalms 119 and 161. Princes have persecuted me without a cause, but my heart standeth in awe of thy word. I rejoice in thy word as one that findeth great spoil. I hate and abhor lying. So we're supposed to hate lying, but the law do I love. 7 times a day do I praise thee because of thy righteous judgment. So David prayed 7 times a day. Great peace have I which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Lord, I have hoped for thy salvation, and have done thy commandments. My soul have kept thy testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. So when he says, Lord, I hope for thy salvation, why? Because if you keep in the commandments, you're going to get salvation. I have kept thy precepts and thy testimonies, for all my ways are ever before thee. It says, let me cry, come near before thee, O Lord, give me understanding according to thy word. So to get understanding, you need to keep these commandments once again. Let my supplication come before thee, deliver me according to thy word. My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy statutes. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. So the commandments is righteousness. You want to live in righteousness, you keep the commandments. It says, let thy hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. So if you wanted the Most High to help you, you keep the Most High's commandments. I have longed for thy salvation, O Lord, and thy law is my delight. So David delighted in the law, and as we're supposed to delight in the keeping of the law. Now look at it as a burden. Let my soul live, and it shall praise thee, and let thy judgments help me. The judgments are going to do what? Help you make it to the kingdom and help you from committing sin, going too far. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek thy commandments. So when you go astray, like a lost sheep, seek thy servant. For I do not forget thy commandments. So we're not to forget the Most High's commandments. So that's the end of Psalms 119. And I'm going to say shalom, brothers and sisters. Say shalom, brothers and sisters. And this is Brother Malak from 12 Tribes United. Call us at area code 347-465-1305. Disciples of the Messiah 12@gmail.com is our email. We're located in Bronx, New York, and we're willing to expand to go to your city. All right. Shalom.